Modern movie fans are a breed of their own, but superhero movie fans are even more dedicated. That means they want to know about every plot point, character, or twist ending, even the ones that weren't filmed. They're not all game changers, but sometimes it's the scenes that don't make the cut that sound the most interesting. Here are Screen Rant's 10 amazing superhero movie scenes you've never seen. Man of Steel. Once Krypton's fate is sealed, the Superman origin story follows his spaceship to America's heartland, before suddenly jumping decades into the future. But audiences were originally going to get to see even more of young Superman, in a scene that took a baby Kal-El to a doctor's office for a routine hearing test. The high-pitched sounds caused him to scream and shatter all the windows in the building, which would have been good for a laugh, but the tone seemed too light considering the planet's destruction in the scene before. The villains of Zack Snyder's Alien title fight were also expected to get even more time to shine. In the original script, Zod was going to arrive on Earth and drop his Lieutenant Faora into downtown Shanghai, and the overgrown Nam-Ek into another foreign capital. But knowing that Metropolis was going to be devastated by the Kryptonian forces, destroying 2 more cities seemed like overkill. The Incredible Hulk. In Marvel's first Avengers team-up, Bruce Banner lets a serious secret drop, admitting that he tried to commit suicide to end his struggle with the Hulk inside of him.
Put a bullet in my mouth and the other guy spit it out.
The line is actually a reference to the original opening of the Hulk's second solo movie, where Bruce headed to the Arctic to end his life the same way. The kind of opening scene that would have set a completely different tone for the rest of the movie. The Avengers. Easily the best deleted scene from Marvel's team-up, Captain America was originally going to be given his own introduction, after his solo movie led directly to the Avengers. Fans would have seen how lonely and out of place he'd become, in need of a new mission and a new purpose in Marvel's universe. Not to mention what would have probably been comic legend Stan Lee's greatest cameo to date.
As for her number, you moron.
Iron Man 3. Iron Man's third outing was as much a comedy as a superhero movie.
You know how I can tell? Because we're connected.
But one of the film's best gags was left on the cutting room floor. Audiences only get a brief glimpse of the Miss Chattanooga Christmas pageant before the scene cuts to Tony sneaking between firemen and camera crews into a TV van. What fans missed was the contestant's clumsy answer, reducing her and the crowd to tears. Well, actually, it was the tear gas Tony was pumping into the theater to cause the distraction he needed. Thor: The Dark World. No Thor fan will forget seeing the God of Thunder's mother, Frigga, being killed in the second solo movie, sacrificing her life to protect her son's true love and putting up a serious fight beforehand. But in the original version, Thor's father Odin was going to be the one to blame, refusing to hand over the ether the Dark Elves were seeking and ignoring his wife's pleas to kill her captors. It would have been a strange choice and a pointless one. Odin is removed from the throne by the end of the movie anyway. The Avengers: Age of Ultron. As soon as the movie hit theaters, Avengers fans had one question. What was up with Thor in that pool of water in that cave? In the original cut of the movie, Thor was actually possessed by one of the Fates, revealing Ultron to be after the Mind Stone.
The Mind Stone. It is of the 6. The Infinite 6.
One of the 6 Infinity Stones being gathered for the Infinity War sequels. Eventually, the scene was replaced with a quick vision, leaving Thor's actions soon after a bit of a mystery. Deadpool. The unexpected interest in a Deadpool movie was mainly due to the script turned in by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, which apparently included a community of assassins placing bets on who would be the first of them to die on the job. Deadpool instead put his money on Amy Winehouse, with the English singer constantly shown avoiding death by inches throughout the movie. Since the singer passed away in 2011, it's safe to assume the subplot was removed entirely. The Dark Knight Rises. Even before fans got to see Heath Ledger's take on the Joker, the filmmakers knew they had a star villain. As a result, they came up with several ways to give the Joker a cameo in the third and final movie in the trilogy. When Ledger passed away before the film was released, Christopher Nolan scrapped the plan out of respect. But the novelization of the movie contains what was probably the plan, revealing Joker to be the sole inmate of the new Arkham Asylum. As dark as the movies may have been, Christian Bale's Batman still had a sense of humor.
Miss Kyle. So that's what that feels like.
Fans would have gotten another gag when he rescues John Blake, and the detective asks how he always arrives just in time. He claims it's because he plants tracking beacons in all his allies' necks while they sleep, leaving Blake and fans to wonder if it's just a joke or an actual explanation for his perfect timing. Those are some of our favorite deleted or scrapped scenes from superhero movies. But which ones do you know of that we missed? Be sure to let us know in the comments, and remember to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.